Hi, I'm Windi Muziasari, founder and CEO of Resistomap. We at Resistomap are fighting antibiotic-resistant bacteria. If we don't do anything, by 2050, more people will die from antibiotic resistance than from cancer. Scientists refer to this as a medical climate crisis. The lack of active surveillance at hospital leads to the late detection of outbreaks and delayed response. One example was an outbreak of resistant bacteria in a hospital in Europe, which was detected after 22 weeks. Meanwhile, 350 cases and 33 deaths were reported within that period. To prevent similar outbreaks in the future, we are developing ResistApp, a digital platform of antibiotic-resistant monitoring in hospital wastewater, to serve as an early warning system for impending outbreaks of resistant bacteria in hospitals. We conducted the proof of concept for ResistApp at Helsinki University Hospital last year. So we collected wastewater from the hospital once a week, performed laboratory analysis, and delivered the result to the infectious disease control unit through ResistApp. The data shows the level of resistant bacteria over time in the hospital monitored. Our current paying customers are universities and research institutes in the research sector. With ResistApp, we are entering the new market in the hospital sector. Wastewater monitoring for antibiotic resistance are currently only performed by Water Research Institute. Few commercial players are offering wastewater monitoring for the early detection of COVID-19. While there have the potential of becoming competitors, Resistomap is currently the only company providing both laboratory service and a digital platform of wastewater monitoring for antibiotic resistance. Through our service, hospitals will gain easy access to state-of-the-art technology, requires neither upfront investments nor experience in molecular genetics, and will receive fast and comprehensive results. With this innovative solution, future outbreak can be prevented and human health better protected. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Windi. And just on time, great presentation. Let's go ahead and we'll open it up for any questions or feedback from the journalists.
Okay, I will jump in again. So in terms of this is something that's very relevant with COVID because antibiotics are being overprescribed massively across the world. So this is a problem that's not going away. It's going to get worse. So in terms of the cost, that's probably the only sticking point for me. What are the things that you can do to get that cost down? Because at the moment, that seems like something that a very well-funded hospital or a state government might be able to do, but I find it that at that price point, I don't think that it would be rolled out across the global south, for example. So what plans do you have to bring that in? And what is the majority of that cost? Is it the technology? Is it the testing? Is it the people? What is the most expensive moving part of all this?
Yeah, this a bit sounds expensive because this is the complete service. So it can reduce the price when we just focusing, let's say, just carbapenem resistance. I know, for example, different countries using different type of antibiotics. Like I myself from Indonesia, so we are now doing the proof of value in Indonesia, in 3 hospitals in Indonesia, and then we will just focus only on the resistant bacteria or pathogens that are in Indonesia, let's say. So then we can reduce to the price to only targeting those resistant bacteria, not the whole complete. This whole complete analysis is analyzing 216 type of resistant bacteria. So we can reduce to let's say just 20, then it costs almost 10 times cheaper, something like that.
Thanks for that. Yeah, it's good to know that this is being developed in the developing world because that's where the biggest need is. And I think with that 2,000 euros kind of scared me. I'm like, well, that's a lot of money.
I know. I'm from Indonesia myself, so one of the reasons why I really like try my best to work hard on this because this is really happening there. Like in Finland, we did a proof of concept, but then the level of resistance is pretty low here. So I cannot really kind of see to detect any potential outbreak. And that's one of the reasons why we are now starting the project in Indonesia.
And what's your plan after Indonesia? I'm curious about how you see this rolling out and how you're engaging with, are you targeting kind of state institutions? Are you trying to talk to the kind of the private companies? I'm curious about, again, how you envision this next period.
Yes. Of course, like learning from the Indonesia market that if it's feasible to be done in developing countries, so it's very easy to just continue in Southeast Asia because it's kind of similar diseases or similar type of pathogens. But then, of course, when we move to another region, there's another pilot need to be done. So then we can squeeze the price, like customize the analysis only for that regions. But currently because we're just starting last year, so we optimize mostly in the Nordic countries and then in Indonesia as kind of example in Southeast Asia regions.